Mara, the name whispered through hospital corridors after midnight, pronounced like a miracle and a warning at the same time. She survived what should have killed her, a crushed lung, a heart that stopped for 3 minutes. Doctors called it a second birth. Cameras loved her smile, bruised but grateful, a woman pulled back from the edge by fate itself. But the night she left the ICU, someone followed, soft footsteps, patient, watching. Mara believed the worst was over. The ventilators were gone. The pain was fading, life was waiting outside those sliding doors. What she didn't see, what no one noticed, was the man who signed the visitor log twice, 2 different names, same handwriting, same calm eyes, because second chances attract hope, and sometimes, they attract predators, the kind who don't rush, the kind who believe survival is an invitation, not a warning. Dr. Lewis, trauma surgeon, national hero, the man who saved her life, press conferences, flashbulbs, applause. His hands steady, his voice gentle, he told Mara she was chosen, strong, meant to live, and she believed him, because who questions the person who pulled them back from death? But behind the glass walls, nurses whispered, charts went missing, medications reordered at odd hours, patients who survived impossible injuries, later found dead at home, ruled complications, coincidence, until Mara started noticing the patterns. Missed calls from unknown numbers. A black sedan always parked across the street, flowers delivered with no card, every bouquet the same, white lilies, the kind used at funerals. Dr. Lewis said it was anxiety, survivor's guilt, prescribed pills to help her sleep, pills that made the nights disappear, hours erased, memories blurred, and during those empty hours, something was happening, something she couldn't remember, but her body knew. Mara woke up with bruises she couldn't explain, fingerprints on her wrists, soil under her fingernails, and a faint smell of antiseptic mixed with earth. She set up a camera in her apartment, a cheap one, grainy, desperate. The footage showed her standing at the door at 2:17 a.m., smiling, letting someone in, a man just out of frame, voice calm, familiar. When she slowed the audio, her blood turned cold. It was Dr. Lewis, saying the same words he used in surgery, breathe for me, trust me. She went to the police, they smiled politely, trauma victims hallucinate, they said, until another survivor died, then another. All had one thing in common, the same savior, the same miracle doctor, the man who didn't just save lives, he selected them, marked them, followed them home. Detective Hart, 30 years on the force, seen evil wear many masks, but never this clean. Hospital records showed Lewis had altered dosages, inducing near death, then performing heroic rescues, creating loyalty, dependency, worship, and when the attention faded, when the miracle stopped shining, he reclaimed them, injecting a drug that mimicked natural failure, the perfect crime, until Mara fought back. She stopped the pills, stayed awake, waited. At 2:16 a.m., the doorbell rang. She didn't answer, the handle turned anyway. Lewis had a key, always had. She confronted him with the camera rolling. His smile didn't break. He said he was protecting his legacy. Miracles must end beautifully, he said. Not quietly forgotten, sirens cut the night, neighbors watching, heroes fall hardest, they say, but not all devils scream when caught. Courtroom, silent. Lewis stared straight ahead. Mara testified, voice shaking, scars visible, the jury listened, the world watched, guilty on all counts, life without parole. Headlines called her brave, the woman who stopped an angel of death. She moved cities, changed her name, rebuilt her life, married, laughed again. The nightmares softened, until a decade later, a call from the prison infirmary. Dr. Lewis was dead, heart failure, natural causes, case closed. That night, Mara received flowers. White lilies, no card, just a receipt inside, paid in advance, delivery scheduled every year, forever. Mara stood in her kitchen, hands trembling, because the receipt wasn't new. It was dated the day she flatlined, the day she got her second chance, and written at the bottom, in her own handwriting, a note she didn't remember leaving. If I survive, finish it. The camera pulls back, revealing the truth she finally remembers. She wasn't chosen at random, she had agreed. A woman who wanted to disappear, who needed a clean rebirth. Lewis didn't hunt her, he helped her erase herself, and when he became a risk, she did what she had always planned. Because sometimes the devil doesn't ruin your second chance, sometimes, he gives you the courage to use it.